Marriage was one of God's gifts at creation. In the book of Genesis, verse 2, chapter 23, it says, "That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh." It's natural for a man and woman to leave their parents and become one flesh through which they bring new life into the world. Some Christians believe that marriage is a sacrament, a lifelong union blessed by God that reflects the sacrificial love of Jesus, and a covenant, which means agreement, before God, in which the couple promises to live faithfully together until death. The couple's physical intimacy expresses their love. They share companionship through good times and bad, and try to bring up their children in the way that God wants. Marriage is a spiritual bond of trust that reflects the love of God. In Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25, it says that the couple should love each other as Christ loved the church. For Christians, the purpose of marriage is to provide a stable, secure environment for family life. Christians believe that a man and woman should be united to have children, as it also says in Genesis 1 verse 28, "God blessed them and said to them, 'Be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it.'" It's the proper place to enjoy a sexual relationship, bring up children within a religious faith, and provide lifelong support and companionship for a partner. Jesus talks and teaches about marriage in the Gospels. His teachings clearly outline the nature of marriage and the expectations that come with it. In Mark 10 verses 6 to 9, it says, "At the beginning of creation God made them male and female. So for this reason man will leave his father and mother to be united with his wife, and the two will become one flesh." So they are no longer two, but one. Therefore, what God has joined together, let man not separate. This passage is also seen in Matthew's Gospel, which makes 3 key points. The first is that marriage involves a man and a woman. The second point is that marriage unites two individuals into one being. And the third point is that marriage should never be ended. Christian marriages take place in a church or chapel in the presence of a priest or minister who represents the presence of God, leads the couple in expressing their commitment to each other through the taking of vows, and blesses their union. Traditions are followed less today, but we will go over what a traditional Christian wedding would be like. Traditionally, guests of the bride should sit on the left of the aisle and guests of the groom should sit on the right. A Catholic ceremony involves different moments of sitting, standing and kneeling, but generally, guests at a Christian wedding typically sit for the duration of the ceremony. However, there are 2 exceptions. Firstly, standing when the bride enters, and again after the officiant pronounces the couple married. The minister will provide the direction to stand in both those instances. The processional is the time in a Christian wedding when all of the necessary parties make their way to the altar. The minister enters first. For Catholics and for Orthodox Christians, the presence of a priest or minister is essential for the marriage to be valid. For many other Christian denominations, it is the couple's love and intention that are important, and the minister is only there to oversee the ceremony. In a heterosexual couple, the groom is typically next to walk down the aisle. He enters on his own, or may choose to escort a parent or family member down the aisle. Next comes his groomsmen, followed by parents and grandparents of the couple, the bridesmaids, the ring bearer and flower girl, and finally, the bride. Traditionally, she is escorted down the aisle by her father. The father giving away the bride used to symbolize that the bride is a gift to the groom, but times have changed and it's now more a sentimental symbol for the parents of their child becoming one with someone else. A moment of pause then occurs to remember deceased loved ones. This is common at religious weddings of many faiths. The minister will say the names of those who have passed at the top of the ceremony to welcome their presence into the space. The sermon then begins, whereby the minister offers insight into the couple's relationship and will share readings from the Bible. A popular reading in a Christian wedding is from 1 Corinthians 13, which begins with, "Love is patient, love is kind." The most sacred part of the wedding ceremony is the exchange of vows, when the couple makes the mutual promises to one another to uphold the sanctity of their marriage. The minister leads the couple in these vows and will ask each member of the couple to repeat lines after them, or they will ask each person to respond with "I do" after the minister completes the reading of the vows. Couples may choose to follow this with personalized vows, in which they make more specific promises to each other beyond the traditional ones offered by their officiant. Guests are then given the opportunity to object to the marriage now or forever hold their peace. After exchanging vows, Each member of the couple will put a wedding ring on the left ring finger of their spouse-to-be. This is often accompanied by additional vows or words from the couple confirming the symbolism of the circular, never-ending shape of those rings. The pronouncement is the conclusion of the wedding ceremony, in which the minister declares that the couple are officially married in the eyes of the church and then directs them to kiss. The couple walk back down the aisle together, followed by their ring bearers and flower girls, and then their wedding party, then their parents and important family members, and finally, the minister.